Go around the city and you go to a place called Detroit Ventures, just down the street from where you are now. And if you close your eyes and you open your eyes when you walk in, you will think you're in Silicon Valley, California. We've got young people that are creating the businesses of tomorrow, and they are using the internet, which is why we have to fight for net neutrality and make sure the internet continues to operation. The moment that we start letting big corporations rule the internet will be the end of innovation here in the city of Detroit and cities like it and towns all across this country. We will stand firm. I know you will stand firm, and the power will still reside with the people to command the internet. I am with you in that fight. Please, as you're telling stories about Detroit, please tell the story of the wonderful beauty that we have. The wonderful Detroit River, the Great Lakes, what you are seeing, and how this incredible environment is fragile, and why in this campaign, and what I'm going to do throughout my U.S. Senate campaign is to make sure that people know that climate change is real, it is a threat, and we need to deal with it now. You can tell I'm very proud of this city, I'm very proud of this state. My dad was a teacher for 30 years and my mom worked in a nursing home, and I love seeing that video before I came out because my mother helped organize her nursing home and became a proud union steward for the SEIU. It was the American labor movement that was really born here in the great state of Michigan, and it's a labor movement that created the middle class in the city that you're in right now. But to tell a little bit of the story, we came close to losing it. We had a situation when I first ran for Congress in 2008. As you know, the economy was spinning out of control. We were looking down the cliff into the abyss and couldn't see the bottom, and we came very close to losing our auto industry, which would have been catastrophic for this state. In fact, I remember, I will never forget as a new member of Congress, sitting at the Chrysler headquarters with the chairman of Chrysler, the president and CEO and his people, and he told me, he said, "Congressman, let me be very clear, we're heading towards bankruptcy. But if we don't get cash from the federal government, I am going to have to liquidate this company. I will not be able to reorganize it. Wall Street is a mess. I can't get money from Wall Street. I need cash in order to get out of this mess." And here I was sitting in the Chrysler headquarters. It's the second largest building next to the Pentagon if you go up to Auburn Hills. And I had immediately had visions of grass growing in the parking lot, of lives shattered. I looked around the room that I was in and I saw on people's faces they hadn't heard their CEO say that they were literally weeks away from the company that employed them and their family's future was going to disappear and it was going to be liquidated. Well, I went back to Washington, my colleagues went back to Washington, and I will say right now, thank God for President Obama. He stood up for American workers here in Detroit. And there were people that fought that. In fact, the person I'm running against here for the U.S. Senate said she would not have supported that rescue. I don't know how you can be a senator from Michigan and not support a rescue and stand with workers in our state. I stood with workers. I will continue to stand with workers as the next United States Senator from Michigan.